Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to look at two linear equations and we're going to graph them. So the way you solve a system of linear equations, two linear equations, by graphing is you graph the lines on the same set of axes. And you're going to find out the solution is going to be what? Where are they? Cross. Okay. So for this one, I don't like it. This is what we call standard form. I prefer slope y-intercept. So I have 2x plus y equals 6. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Y equals 6 minus 2x, or negative 2 plus 6. Same thing, right? What's my slope? Negative 2 over 1, m equals, what's my y-intercept? 6. So if I'm going to graph it, I have to come over here to my graph. You always want to label the axis, y and x. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. I'm just labeling the scale. 2, 4, 6, 8, negative 2, negative 4, negative 6, and negative 8. Okay, so I'm using a scale of 1. You don't have to use a scale of 1. You can use whatever scale you want, so long as you indicate the scale. How do you indicate the scale? Yeah, you just write the numbers on the lines, and then we can tell. How did you count by? Okay, how do I start by graphing in slope y-intercept form? I'm going to start by graphing the y-intercept. What's the y-intercept? 0, 6. So I start here, 0, 6, y-intercept. It's always on the y-axis, isn't it? Then I'm going to use the slope. Negative 2, rise over run, go down negative 2 over 1, down negative 2 over 1, down negative 2 over 1. Okay, and then what I really should use is a ruler. I want to draw. If you don't use graph paper or a ruler for these, it's really hard to get the right answer. Okay, that's why we're actually, especially if you have fractions. Later on, we're going to do systems of equations where you do end up getting fractions. If you have a fraction answer, it's like nearly impossible to see it on the graph. You don't know. Could be 1/7. Who knows, you know? Okay, next one. How do we get this equation into slope y-intercept form? What would you do first? I like it. Subtract 2x from both sides. Now don't forget that negative. Negative y equals negative 2x minus 2. Divide by negative 1, because y is not exactly by itself. Y equals 2x plus 2. Am I right so far? I can make mistakes too. You know, what's the most common mistake, do you know, in any algebra class? I call it sign errors. It's usually positive negatives. Okay, now I start with the y-intercept 2. I'm going to use a slope. Here's my y-intercept of 2. Here's my slope of 2. M equals 2 over 1. I go up 2 over 1. Bam! That's where they intersected just now. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. And I can connect the dots. And what's my solution? This is x comes first, right? 1, 4, and I can put it in set notation. Now the idea of the check is that I don't know if this is right. If I graphed one of my lines wrong, if I had the wrong slope or the wrong y-intercept, that's not the solution. How do I make sure that 1, 4 is the solution? Plug it in. Both. I like it. You said both. Must plug it in. Say it with me now. both. Okay, so I don't have enough room to show that right here, but what I would literally do is and I expect to see this on your paper. In fact, it is worth 2 points to me all the time. Both checks. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if your answer is wrong, it's because you did not check it in both. You checked it in one and you're like, oh, good enough. No, never good enough, okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take 1, 4, and you must plug it in. Check in both. Okay, so now go ahead and try example 3. You know that I'm going to probably be calling on a volunteer to present the problem. Yes? No, it's, So this one, it would be either 2 over negative 1 or negative 2 over 1. It has to be a negative divided by a positive. Because you're right, you could absolutely go rise 2, run backwards, negative 1. You see what I'm saying? But a negative slope, the line is always going to go down. Positive slope, the line is always going to go up from left to right. So that's a really good. Well, actually, this one could be negative 2 over negative 1 is also equal to a positive 2. If I wanted to go backwards, I could go rise negative 2, run negative 1. See, it should have been there. This is the ruler issue. Negative 2, negative 1. It's slightly off. Okay, which is another reason you'll want to check. Okay, let me see.